dive deeper into what's at stake when Shinzo Abe meets with Donald Trump. Tomohiko Taniguchi is a special advisor to the Japanese Prime Minister, and he joins me now live from Tokyo. Sir, welcome back to the program. Thank you for joining me. Prime Minister Shinzo Abe is back in Washington, D.C. Very shortly, he will talk with President Trump. What is at the very top of his list of concerns when it comes to North Korea?
On top of the list is certainly, as you say, North Korea, and it's very much important for the two biggest democratic allies in the region to speak with one voice. That's the whole aim of the bilateral meeting. So CVID, complete, verifiable, irreversible dismantlement, denuclearization, is going to be once again shared by the two leaders. And I think Shinzo Abe is going to cheer up Mr. Trump because he is headed for the historic meeting with Kim Jong-un.
Prime Minister Abe will remind Donald Trump that he wants the United States to continue to take a tough line on North Korea. But we also know that Donald Trump, going into this historic summit, he wants to make history. He wants a win here. So how concerned are officials there in Japan that President Trump will favor a historic deal with North Korea over any security concerns that Japan may have?
I think whatever agreement may or may not be forged between Kim Jong-un and Donald Trump, everything has to proceed rather slowly, and it's going to take a lot of time. And low-hanging fruit actually is not there. We have come here twice before. Twice North Korea has cheated the international community, notably the United States and Japan and South Korea. And that much has been reiterated and understood again and again by the two leaders. Shinzo Abe and Donald Trump, by spending a lot of time, have walked through many scenarios. So I doubt if there is anything new to be discussed by the two leaders. And it's important, however, for the two leaders to show to the international community and to North Korea that they're speaking actually with one voice.
Yeah, and we will see that in the photo opportunity shortly. And it's also an opportunity for Prime Minister Abe to remind Mr. Trump of the abductee issue, of the issue of a number of Japanese citizens who have been kidnapped by North Korea in the last few decades. You know, we know that when the North Korean envoy Kim Yong-chol visited with Trump last week, human rights was not discussed. So do Japanese officials fear that Trump will neglect, he won't raise the abductee issue when he meets with Kim Jong-un next week in Singapore?
Donald Trump met some of those members of the families of the abductees as the U.S. president in Tokyo, and Shinzo Abe made a number of opportunities available for Donald Trump to really look into how terrible the situation was. Indeed, Japanese citizens are still alive, I believe, in North Korea, and Japan is urging Pyongyang to send back all those Japanese citizens. And after that, the normalization process between Pyongyang and Tokyo should resume. And that much, again, has been actually understood by North Korea and Japan when the Japanese Prime Minister named Junichiro Koizumi, together with then his right-hand man, Shinzo Abe, were in Pyongyang. Both North Korea and Japan issued a declaration, and a sort of blueprint was laid out already in that document.
Tomohiko Taniguchi, Special Advisor to Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, joining me live from Tokyo. Sir, thank you so much for joining me on the program.